Hello everyone, my name is Kelly. This is the first in a series of videos about Operation Provide Relief. The footage combines videos taken by my brother-in-arms, Richard Wilk, and photos taken by me. We were both deployed to Mombasa, Kenya in August of 1992 as part of the initial team selected to spearhead this humanitarian operation. It was my second time taking part in a humanitarian operation. I departed Little Rock Air Force Base, Arkansas on August 17th, 1992, and did not return until November 18th, 1992. Here, Rich's group had landed in Gander, Newfoundland to refuel. My group took a totally different route. I flew from Little Rock Air Force Base to Pope Air Force Base in North Carolina, then on to the Azores, Italy, Egypt, and finally Kenya. It was typical for us to fly on our own squadron's C-130s along with the equipment we needed. This made for a crowded, uncomfortable, and long, noisy flight. In fact, it was so noisy everyone had to wear earplugs, and if you wanted to say anything to someone, you had to almost shout in their ear. In this first video of the series, I'm showing you how we traveled and what our accommodations were like. As you can see, we had nice, luxurious web seating that was super comfortable. Not. To the right is a C-130 engine wrapped up and strapped down, one of the many parts we had to bring along with us. Here, his group had landed at Rhein-Main Air Base, Germany, to stay the night in a hotel. Once we reached Kenya, our mission was to fly food and supplies into the war-torn country of Somalia to help feed people facing widespread famine. I was able to fly into Somalia twice as part of a maintenance support team. Once aircraft began receiving small arms fire, though, flights were restricted to flight crews only. It was about a year after I left in November that the Battle of Mogadishu, aka Black Hawk Down, happened. This is Rich's hotel in Frankfurt, Germany. I didn't know Burt Reynolds spoke German.
Nicht mit mir, Big Ed. Du weißt ja nicht mal, was das ist. Mir reicht so, wie sie es anhört. Wie die Kleinen.
Here, they are waiting on transportation back to Rhein-Main Air Base. In the upcoming videos, I'll share more about our experiences during the deployment. One will be a safari Rich and I took with a wild moment involving a baboon, which you really don't want to miss. This guy is imitating commercials from Channel 4 in Little Rock, Arkansas. Once we arrived in Mombasa, we were housed in beachfront resort hotels because those were the only decent hotels in the area.
We got low tide, don't we? So what about black but then this afternoon? We go outside, the people walk on the reef there. It's nothing, it's the people.
We're gonna go to sleep. We
Yeah.
got in late. We got in. We landed at like 3:30.
Oh, yeah.
And slept a few hours and had to get up and go back to work. And now
Maybe Sunday if you're free on Sunday. Sunday people relax. Maybe Sunday afternoon. No, not tight is out in the afternoon. Just coming back on like 5 o'clock maybe. And if the tide is out, then the back for the boat you can see down. Lots of beautiful things. Falls. Where you from?
Arkansas.
Arkansas. Oh, cool. Yeah, man. Nice to meet you.
You look nice, Jim.
You're on the bay here.
This was the hotel that he was in, and my hotel was right next door.
All right, there's the bar, man.
There's some restaurant here. I have to go for some lunch.
Gee, there's where we live, too.
Here he walks over to the hotel that I was staying at.
What you hanging behind for?
We have to make a plan for you to use their meal and have it added on to the roof. That's what we were, that's what we're looking to do. Change the room from 41 to 44, I believe. Is that what it does? Okay, we're down at Piccolo. We didn't do that down there. Didn't do that at Piccolo.
What are you gonna do? You gonna hide now? Where's all our people at?
I don't know.
Yeah, nothing.
There's 0.
Yep.
This is the in-pool bar at my hotel. This bartender wanted me to sell him my small boombox before I left.
What now?
A bunch of our guys sitting around drinking Tusker's beer.
Surgeon gets more and more. Just go.
Well, we're zoomed in good.
The world. Today we're in Kenya. As you can see, we're sitting here in our bar. Please come and join us and let's have a good time.
No, with me. I
We were forced to come here. We did not want to come here.
feel free to strangle.
Making the best. Mombasa is a wonderful place. However, the cameraman is not in his Bob Saget. Can you go? Well, no. You don't have to hear it tomorrow. No, probably not. That's a brutal across the pool. Little one has beer. I mean, they got strange spiders, strange worm-like things. I'm just going to assume everything bites and it's poison.
And there's Jim unpacking.
I think this place great.
We can't video the band move around at the same time. Not big enough.
I'm going to take my field back here and get this.
Ooh, another wonderful shot of a bathroom. Actually, I'm rather pleased that the commode's flush.
This is true.
Nope, that's wrong. Still, it's August 21st. Add what? 10 to 8.
I believe Rich is waiting on me at the Giriyama Hotel where I'm staying. With staying so long, we ended up having to switch rooms and even hotels a few times. I'm sure the hotels had previous reservations they needed to honor. That's me rounding the corner in my French Quarters t-shirt. This is about a month later when we became roommates.
This is our room. Little balcony. Let's see. Going down to see the birdies. Here. Right up here. There we go. Come on, guys. Come on. And this is basically the backyard. Here's Kelly fixing our telephone. This is our fantastic room. All the modern features. A mirror. We even have outlets, lights. Awesome air conditioning unit. Ooh, and look at that storage space.
It's central air. It's all
Yeah.
centrally located.
And look at the awesome closet space. Yes, we even have a bathroom indoors.
Running water.
Constantly running water.
And sometimes we get a hot shower every once in a while.
Yeah. Basically, there's a lesson to be learned here. Never stick a comm nav troop near anything that doesn't work. They're going to try to fix it sometime.
Our phone didn't work, but I tapped into another room's line, which also had our guys in it. We let them know that basically I made it into a party line. This is Rich trying out the phone. This is a photo I took of the pool. A huge millipede known locally as a Mabasa train. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to see my future videos in this series.